Um, yeah. We're discussing that next. So this was. It's fine. Which way? One last on the ground. Just.
Yes, I think I know what it did. Sorry. I think I know what it did. He changed the settings.
That's good. Yeah. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of Rhodes University. Kindly may I have your attention for a few preliminary remarks. No flash photography is allowed during the ceremony, as this interferes with official photographers. Please switch cell phones off or onto silent. Please allow the Dean to read the names of each graduate clearly before applauding. Please respect that the event is both a joyous and dignified event. You are requested not to shout or scream at any graduate crossing the stage in a manner that is disrespectful. As far as possible, you are requested to remain seated throughout the ceremony. In the case of load shedding, please remain seated and allow a few minutes for the switch over to or from the generator. Graduates and guests are reminded to please not leave the auditorium until the ceremony has ended and the full academic procession has left the auditorium. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please remain calm. Take time now to identify the exit points and signs closest to you. Please also note that the ushers, identified by the purple sashes and lanyards with the word usher on them, will assist with directions. The security staff in uniform outside the venue will also direct you in the case of an emergency. Please stand for the academic procession.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I constitute this a congregation of Rhodes University. Please be seated.
The Chancellor, the Honourable Justice Lexham Party, the Chairperson of the Rhodes University Council, Judge Gerald Bloom, and other members of Council, President of Convocation, Dr. Michele, our honorary graduate, Professor Sylvia Tamale, University Public Orator, Professor Tom Martin, My sister Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mtose, the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Zululand, Deputy Vice-Chancellors, Deans, Registrar, Heads of Academic Departments, and Directors of Administrative Divisions, academic and support staff colleagues, President and other members of the Student Representative Council, proud parents, guardians, siblings and friends of our graduates, honored guests, and most of all, our graduates. It is a singular honor and a great privilege for me to welcome you all to the second of 6 autumn 2024 graduation ceremonies of Rhodes University. On behalf of our Chancellor, the University Council, and the entire Rhodes University community, I offer our warmest and proud congratulations to each one of you, our graduates, on your graduation today. We rejoice with you and your loved ones in your proud and impressive achievements. For some of you, the path to this magnificent moment of personal achievement has been difficult and circuitous, and beset with setbacks, obstacles, and disappointments. All these challenges have now been consigned into a distant and ever-fading memory. You did not give up, you persevered and succeeded. We are immensely proud of you and what you have achieved. We salute and celebrate those of you who are first in their family to earn a university degree. This is, without a doubt, a truly proud and special moment for you and your family. I wish to call out for special recognition the local Makanda graduates, especially those who have come through our university's interventions to improve the quality of learning and teaching in our local public schools. We are absolutely delighted that 60 of the graduating students came through this initiative with the Gadra Matric School. 20 of them came through our bridging program, and 18 will receive a postgraduate qualification, including a master's degree in education. This is a truly heartwarming achievement. A special shout out goes to all members of the Student Representative Council who are graduating this year. At Rhodes University, student leaders study and complete their academic qualifications. As we celebrate the achievements of our 2024 graduating class, let us pause to remember and acknowledge their friends and classmates who passed on during the course of their study and whose graduation ceremony this would have been. We carry them in our hearts and will always cherish their memory. Dear graduates, you'll be the first to acknowledge that you did not reach this important personal milestone in your life entirely on your own. No one accomplishes something as significant as this entirely on their own. We extend heartfelt congratulations to your family members, partners, friends, guardians, and all those whose loving sacrifices, constant encouragement, and unfaltering support have sustained you throughout your years of study at Rhodes University. I can only imagine the deep sense of relief they must be feeling now that they don't have to worry about your university fees and other costs incidental to being a university student. They are entitled to bask in the reflected glory of your achievements, and they deserve a big, loving, and cheerful applause. We also acknowledge with much appreciation and gratitude the role played by your lecturers, tutors, lab technicians, cleaners, cooks, mentors, wardening and support staff in creating a rich, supportive, intellectual, social, and physical environment conducive to our personal growth, development, and academic success. We hope that in the time that you have been with us, you have not only gained knowledge, skills, and competencies, but have developed into a well-rounded, caring, and compassionate graduate with an elevated sense of social consciousness. We also hope that you have formed lasting bonds of friendship, and that, no doubt, some of you may have even found life partners. We offer our warm and heartfelt congratulations to the 5 recipients of the university's highest honor, the honorary degree. They are Ambassador Barbara Masigela, Professor Sylvia Tamale, His Grace Archbishop Thabo Makgoba, Mr. Thandabantu August, and Professor Eagle Gladhill. Their personal journeys, selfless sacrifices, courage of their conviction, and accomplishments in public life, and distinction in some field set them apart from others, and they serve as an inspiration worthy of emulation by all of us. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to all those who will receive the Vice-Chancellor's Distinguished Awards in various categories. We are deeply indebted to them for their significant contribution in the intellectual endeavor of our university. Dear graduates, your graduation this afternoon is part of our university's year-long celebratory events to mark the 120th anniversary of our university. 120 years of academic excellence. 120 years of transforming lives. You have received an excellent education from one of the finest universities in the world. With your Rhodes University education, you can face the future with utmost confidence, courage, and hope. But always remember that the Rhodes University education you have received is not for your private benefit. You are expected to use it to advance the common good. We expect you to share the fruits of your Rhodes University education freely, generously, and graciously with others who look to you for hope, inspiration, and guidance. When the Chancellor places the academic cap on your head and utters the words, "I confer the degree," or shakes your hand and says, I award the diploma or certificate, you officially become a graduate of Rhodes University. Not just any graduate, a graduate of Rhodes University. The university where leaders learn. This sets you apart from any other graduate and places upon you a set of special and unique expectations, responsibilities, and obligations to your family, to your society, and to humanity. You are expected to live a life of service. There is more to life than material or financial wealth, fame, status, power, or influence. A life is best lived if it is lived in the service of others. As you take your rightful place as a Rhodes University graduate in the world, may you always live out the spirit and values of our motto, vis virtus veritas, truth, virtue, and strength. And may you always be guided by the principles and values of integrity, honesty, empathy, human solidarity, and commitment to service. You are the light of the world. May you shine always to brighten the corner where you are and dispel the darkness of ignorance, despair, hopelessness, greed, corruption, selfishness, violence, hatred, indifference towards the poor and the marginalized, and self-centeredness. May you always be the reason others feel positive and confident about themselves, about their lives, and about their future. And may you always be a beacon of hope and a source of inspiration for a better society and a better world. In the 6 graduation ceremonies of autumn 2024, a total of 2,035 graduates will receive their degrees, diplomas, and certificates. Of these, 1,361, or 65%, are undergraduate bachelor's degrees, and 719, or 35%, are postgraduate degrees, postgraduate diplomas, and postgraduate certificates. Of the 719 postgraduate students, 619 will receive their postgraduate certificates, postgraduate diplomas, and honors. 66 will receive their master's, and 34 their doctoral degrees. We have another graduation ceremony in October, which is exclusively for master's and doctoral graduates. 65% of the graduating students are female students. Malibongwe. Malibongwe. Igama lamakhosikazi. Igama lamakhosikazi. And 10% are international students. With your graduation this afternoon, you join a special community of our alumni, extraordinary people who are making remarkable contribution and leading change in many and diverse fields of human endeavor. We will expect no less of you. We welcome you to this special and ever-growing community with whom you share a deep affection for this great institution. In the years to come, we will follow your growth, development, and success as a professional with a keen interest, and will applaud you for the honor and credit you bring to your alma mater. May you look back on this glorious day of your graduation with great pride and warm memories, and may it serve as an inspiration and a springboard towards better and exciting things in life for you. At the end of this ceremony, when you are reunited with your loved ones, please give them a warm and loving embrace and whisper these words in their ear. Thank you for all that you have done for me. We wish you much success, happiness, and fulfillment in the years ahead. To all of you, Mazal Tov. Asante sana, Nkosi Gyalibuha, Nyabonga, Gyalibuwa, Ndolibuwa, Vielen Danken, Nyatogoza, Webalinyo, Obrigado, Inkom, Datenda, Shukran, Zikomo Kwambiri, Merci beaucoup, Baya Danke, Bolshoye Spasibo. Thank you very much.
In 2009, a member of Uganda's parliament introduced Bill number 18, known as the Anti-Homosexuality Bill. The bill sought to criminalise sexual activity between people of the same sex and to criminalise the promotion or recognition of such activity by any individual, government entity or non-governmental entity, either inside or outside of Uganda. While the bill had its supporters, naturally, it also had its detractors. In a speech entitled A Human Rights Impact Assessment of the Ugandan Anti-Homosexuality Bill 2009, which was transcribed later in the journal Equal Rights Review, the arguments in favour of the bill and the assumptions they rested on were closely examined, one by one, and one by one thoroughly demolished. This speech stands as a masterclass in straightforward philosophical, cultural and legal reasoning towards just results. That speech was delivered by Professor Sylvia Tamale. Born and raised in Uganda, after school, Tamale studied at Makerere University and was awarded a Bachelor of Law degree with distinction. In 1988, she completed a Master of Law degree at Harvard University in the US, then returned home to Uganda to complete the Diploma in Legal Practice from the Kampala Law Development Centre. She then went on to complete a Doctor of Philosophy in Sociology and Feminist Studies at Minnesota University, also in the US. An academic, an activist, an author, an advocate, a towering figure in fights for justice, particularly with respect to gender discrimination, sexuality discrimination, and sexual harassment. Tamale cites as important influences on her thought the Marxism that she was exposed to as a student at Makerere, and the black feminism of people such as Maya Angelou and Audre Lorde, which she encountered during her studies in the United States. She has authored or compiled a number of books, including When Hens Begin to Crow, African Sexualities, a Reader. Her most recent book, Decolonization and Afrofeminism, was awarded the International Studies Association Feminist Theory and Gender Studies Book Prize for 2022. Professor Tamale has received a number of awards and made a number of achievements, and these aren't them all, but just quickly. Ugandan Law Society Prize, Fulbright Scholarships to enable her to study in the US, African Studies Association International Visitors Award. She was the founder and coordinator of the Law, Gender and Sexuality Project at Makerere University. She received University of Minnesota Award for International Distinguished Leadership. She was the first female in Uganda to be elected a dean, and she became the Dean of Law at Makerere. An Akina Mama wa Africa Award, Inspirational African Feminist Award, first female at Makerere University to be appointed as full professor. Not surprisingly, first female at Makerere to give a professorial inaugural lecture. Yeah. In 2021, she was awarded an honorary doctorate from the University of Pretoria. She's acted as a commissioner of the Global Commission on HIV, AIDS and the Law, board member of the Open Society Initiative for East Africa, board of trustees of the Equal Rights Trust, visiting professor at the African Gender Institute at the University of Cape Town, visiting scholar at the University of Wisconsin. So, an esteemed person. However, being vocal about difficult subjects, such as the rights of women, abortion, the rights of sexual minorities, does not always win you friends and can lead to more dubious awards. In 2003, the New Vision newspaper, Uganda's biggest daily at the time, awarded her the title of Worst Woman of the Year. If so, all I can say is thank God for bad women. Reflecting on that moment in an interview some years later, Professor Tamale said, "The reason why I was the worst woman that year was because of my speaking out, always talking about issues that was seen as against African tradition, against religion. I even made a button that says, "Worst Woman 2003, and I wear it with a lot of pride." The anti-homosexuality bill that I mentioned at the beginning of the talk in 2009 was not successful. It did not end up in law. However, in 2023, the bill, or something very like it, was resurrected, and sadly this time with more success. Sylvia Tamale was among those who petitioned the Constitutional Court of Uganda to have the law deemed invalid. Sadly, and just this morning, the court has announced its decision not to repeal the law. And I'm so sorry about that. Professor Tamale's struggle will no doubt continue. The colleagues, my colleagues, who nominated her for today's honorary doctorate write, quote, "All over the continent, scholars and activists look to Sylvia Tamale for her leadership and activism against gendered injustices. And on Rhodes campus, we do this too. An honorary doctorate would affirm our support for her important struggles and acknowledge the enormous contributions she continues to make on behalf of minority groups all over the continent." Mr. Chancellor, I have the distinct honour to request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, on Professor Sylvia Tamale.
The Chancellor, Honourable Justice Lex Party, Vice-Chancellor, Professor Mbuyiseli, Chair of Council, Justice Blom, and all members of Council, deans, distinguished guests, all protocol observed. I would like to begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to the Senate and Council of Rhodes University for the explicit recognition of my work and honoring me with this prestigious doctorate. My hearty congratulations also go out to my fellow graduates this afternoon who have worked tirelessly for this great achievement. I'm deeply touched by the kind and flattering words of the Public Orator. Thank you very much, Professor Tom Martin. Let me preface my remarks today with a brief story. Once upon a time, and it is at this time that the audience echoes time, time, time. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who found herself in boarding school at the age of 7. Her best friend happened to be her own shadow. She was particularly fascinated by the shadow of herself in school uniform with a starched belt holding in her tiny waist. The little girl would constantly hold conversations with her shadow, sharing her deepest secrets and dreams. One day, we'll be like those eagles soaring high up in the sky, only that we'll fly higher, well beyond the sky, she would confide to her shadow. The little girl was very focused on her studies and learned a lot of things. A is for apple. I is for igloo. K is for kangaroo. And S is for snow. Even though she had never laid eyes on any of those alien things, she diligently crammed them, marking her formal initiation into Western patterns of thinking while alienating her from the culture of her people. She did not realize it then, but her education journey was not only slowly and systematically leading her down the path of negating her African identity, but it was also invalidating her indigenous knowledge base. Eurocentrism further forced her to cram the 10 commandments of the European civilizing God, while simultaneously drumming into her young, impressionable mind that the spiritual world of her people was evil, evil witchcraft, and paganism. Hence, her burgeoning world of meaning was also eroded. In secondary school, her history teacher taught her all the fine details of the French Revolution, but was totally silent about the revolutions in Haiti or Algeria. She learned about the Jewish Holocaust at the hands of Hitler's Nazis, but was kept ignorant about the German genocide of the Herero and Nama people in Namibia, an event that foreshadowed Nazi ideology. The geography teacher helped her absorb details about the Canadian prairies and the islands that make up New York City, but nothing about the islands of Lagos City or about the archipelago of Zanzibar. This little girl studied very hard, periodically regurgitating to the best of her ability the rather strange recipe of knowledge she had been fed on in examination sessions. Eventually, she made very good grades. At university, she joined a bunch of brilliant students in law school. Her friends were admitted into various other disciplines where each specialized in their field. Each of them was being trained to become a specialized frog. Frog seeing the trees from the ground level with little understanding of the interconnections between the different stems, branches, and foliage that make up the forest. As a qualified frog lawyer, it was extremely challenging for her to discern the connections between law and sociology, music, politics, mathematics, commerce, medicine, psychology, fine art, and so forth. The colonial fragmented monodisciplinary curriculum was designed to deny her the holistic integrated approach that would clearly reveal the complex problems that her continent faces. Despite her brilliance, the training deliberately blunted her critical thinking skills, blinding her ability to see the world differently. Fast forward to 15 years after graduation from law school, now a fully grown intellectual, teacher of law, having conducted research of her own, exposed to alternative literature, and having experienced the world beyond the small country where she grew up, married to a brilliant radical law professor, and learned internalized structural norms, written books and articles of her own that lifted the veil off the seemingly benevolent guises of neocolonialism, her eyes fully opened to the coloniality that organized her education and everything else around her. She held her head up high and told her grown shadow, the world is living on a big, fat lie. That lie has been successfully spun by imperialist powers over centuries. The lie is that on planet Earth, there is one universally correct way of being human. It constructs the Western way of thinking, of being human. It constructs the Western way of thinking, of being, and of doing as a one-size-fits-all model, the default drive for the entire world. It mandates universal conformity to Western ways of understanding and interpreting the world: education, governance, development, measuring time, gender, quality of life, and so on. Its ultimate goal is to create, normalize, and sustain global capitalist heteropatriarchal relations of production and profit for the West at the expense of non-Western societies. She told her inquisitive shadow that Africa needs a transformative revolution to reshape its landscape, including higher education and its governance. Education continues to be one of the most potent tools used by neocolonialists to perpetuate the conditions of coloniality today. The individual after whom this great institution is named, Cecil John Rhodes, was very alive to this strategy when he bequeathed the vast estate which he accumulated from pillaging and exploiting African people, not to his family members, but to funding global education and expanding the British Empire. Colonial education continues to organize our ways of thinking, of being, and of doing in Africa. The system of higher education, which is demarcated into siloed disciplines, shields our holistic view of the world, blinding our understanding of the interconnections which eagles can clearly see flying high over the forest canopies. Such a system veers our continent towards the dangerous path of Western modernity. So that little girl stands here before you today, fellow graduates, with clarity of mind and vision, insisting that as part of the decolonization, decolonial project, Africa must adopt transdisciplinary learning that is non-colonial and anti-racist. She insists on an education system that decenters Eurocentric hegemony and instead places Africa at the center of analysis, adopting African perspectives in order to achieve its progressive transformation. Restructuring the curricula must start at the elementary level of schooling, where the process of colonial indoctrination and whitewashing begins. Indigenization of the curriculum would be revolutionary by integrating African cultural values, beliefs, practices, norms, and institutions into its content in a transdisciplinary fashion. As Africans, we must retrace, revitalize, and repurpose traditional frameworks like Ubuntu, whose critical values carry the potential for making our humanity wholesome and meaningful. The opportunity to do precisely that was lost this morning by the Ugandan judiciary, which upheld the obnoxious Anti-Homosexuality Act that effectively renders a section of our population non-citizens. In conclusion, the young girl and her shadow implore you not to be bogged down by any kind of narrowness, the narrowness of a boxed mind, of siloed learning, of artificial colonial borders, or the mundane necessity of the now. They implore all of us to always seek clarity, deep, comprehensive understanding of the structural and institutional barriers that continue to oppress Black people all over the world. Only then shall we be in a position to collectively dismantle the complex and multifaceted structures of coloniality, including accepting an honorary degree with all its colonial trimmings. Thank you for listening to me.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Commerce on the following candidates. Nqobile. Jeremy Luke Bielefeld with distinction in Information Systems. Zania Isa Boy. Anganam Bottoman. Petunia Kensani Bavuma. Sindiswa Notolo Chiyi. Usisipo Clay. Lukono Dibi. Njobi Loyolo Dingiswayo. Mpentle Kazimla Dulane. Chanel Melissa Duplessis with distinction in management. Kagiso Gift Duba. Kamva Lwandile Dudumashe. Situ Kosisiwe Nkabini. Sibenati Duma. Masibe Banye Chongoi. Luke Erasmus. Rina Glodina Galani with distinction in information systems. Somila Gugu Galeni. Inam Olona Gazi. Ntokozo Gabashe. Sinatemba Golatela. Isinako Gono. Owetu Gulubela. Asanda Gusha. Linati Klasheka. Palesa Shrekwayo with distinction in auditing. Lebohang Shlope. Loiso Wesley Isaacs. Yolanda Joseph. Chipo Tindaishi Kadirawamwando. Sahir Kalian. Asisipo Kani. Carl Gideon Kenge Ngasa. Tanya Kent. Sanele Vanessa Kuboni. Sishle Kumalo. Schwab Kivitz. Carmen Simone Koch with distinction in information systems. Sizwe Sibusiso Kubai. Amanda Langasiki. Sipesishle Kushle Lekelebana. Josiotsile Letwaba. Awonke Lubelwana. Bongani Trey Lukele. Bulelwa Sonto Tandazo Lukele. Libya Mpo Make. Siulise Junior Mabodla. Kamokhelo Mafukate. Mbali Salizwa Mafuya with distinctions in economics and information systems. Kamvelishle Magunklo. Siliziwe Majorman. Vuyelwetu Makamba with distinction in information systems. Leocadia Nahan Makaneta with distinction in information systems. Refilwe Olive Makanete. Sinalo Makonya. Medzani Makuva. Itumeleng Maduka Matapa Malesa. Michele Kutlwano Moluleke. Yolanda Mapanga. Kaho Tsenolo Gonse Maputa. Bongiwe Mapipa. Shane John Murray with distinctions in economics and management. Mamelo Inika Mashanye. Matsatsi Bridget Mashatola. Riveningo Dawn Michele. Asake Mashii. Smangele Redumetse Masilela. Umpumelelo Monwabisi Matonsi. Lisa Jody Matham. Zanele Ruvimbo Mbaye. Nilesiwe Wendy Mdao. Asanda Meleni. Tanyarazwa Michele Mende. Annalisa Mengo. Sibuisiwe Mshlekwa with distinction in economics. Vuchila Shemai Mkansi with distinction in information systems. Linda Kushle Angel Mkize with distinction in information systems. Vuyiswa Mkiva. Inga Palesa Mokele. Ontatile Mokwena. Orthemetse Nicole Motlacha. Sive Mpela. Mishlali Sipo Esishle Imbalentle Mpotulo. Unati Judith Msindeli. Sesetu Mchelu. Tanyani Mulibana. Bavumile Mvubu. Kamishni Naya. Sipindile Ndimande. Mbuso Lizwi Ndlovu. Luyanza Nzapukulwako with distinction in information systems. Dudzai Divine Nengwe. Chivuya Nechivambe. Mahake Komojo Ngake. Owetu Ngamu. Bona Nkokoto. Tabiso Senzo Ngubane. Unako Litemba Ngumla. Eva Ngwala. Abel Luyanda Ngwenya. Shlemelo Sipusetu Njokweni. Sinemivuyo Mbalentle Njongi. Nolitabo Emerentia Nkosi. Zonile Maria Nkosi. Ruranzu Desiree Nkuna. Linamandla Nojoi. Kanyisa Pearl Nonkontwana. Liabona Nkumani. Luseko Ntenteni. Sinoyolo Ntozini. Lutolwetu Nshebe. Sawake Esanda Nkrumalo. Rumbidzai Nyamutswa. Penelope Vukosi Nyati. Emil Westhuizen. Ongaziwe Palmer with distinction in information systems. Atenkosi Petse. Kabetswe Tsolafelo Parker. Gonse Paswana. Storm Dylan Pillay. Hunadi Malebo Ramapadi. Gundo Golden Ramasunzi. Andani Zvivuya Ramahulu. Dylan Owen Roy. Liema Scritch. Refilwe Chomo Sejosing with the distinction in organizational psychology. Mpo Seleka. Bokeka Nshlanshla Yetu Selela. Sibongile Maria Selobane. Violet Polelo Silwana. Maswabe Sweetness Situnya. Katlecho Fortunate Sewapa. Sabelo Pakebe Shabalala. Tafadzwa Sherewa. Noel Nakampe Shokane. Lindiwe Sabia with distinction in information systems. Umpumelelo Eureka Sikusana. Japil Junior Munyarazi Sitole. Seniko Sonkosi. Mfumo Neo Tabane. Tatum Claire Titus. Ready Refumo Tsatsane. Sisipo Chazibana. simamkele chete. Milani Twenani. Tatenda Martin Warambwa. Sazi Sibonakaliso Tulu. James York with the distinction in economics. Apiwe Zembe. Zimkita Samantha Zilimbola. Sizakele Ntumbakayiso Zita with distinction in information systems. Nomtandazo Zondani. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Economics on the following candidates. Utebe Hussein Akpan. Busisiwe Sinazo Chimaliro with distinction in economics. Kara Dube. Nolo Tumanto Nambita Laiti. Matusa Diana Letzi. Mercer Beatrice Mapeja. Tinashe Joshua Masware with distinction in economics and information systems. Faith Mbali with distinction in economics. Sipesishle Mfene. Baklolile Mkolo. Tisetso Khalaing Mokoshane. Kutlwano Mochane. Lusanda Mpedi with distinction in economics. Fahena Kwanele Mtetwa. Sandra Ogosi Muyodi. Siku Pashlane with distinction in information systems. Sechaba Puti. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Business Science on the following candidate, Chinai Tindai with distinction.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Journalism on the following candidates. Lilita Boto, Kamvale Tuboy, Annelisa Trentani with distinction. Anno Cornelison with distinction. Aiden Kyle Darius. Kuhle konke Zakiti Tladla. Vivian Lindiwe Dube. Sorry, Philia Lindiwe Dube. Joshua Favor Ayo Estimaje with distinction. Jessica Tara Friedman with distinction. Elisha Elizabeth Elmay Gangan with distinction. Secretary Stefan Herse. Sinaso Papa Magulukungu with distinction. Tauri Kerr. Lita Sinam class. Kimiko Nuram Tasnim Krieger. Tuhulu Hutlumelo Likuma. Owetu Mabaso. Nqobile Admire Makamu. Tlamelo Malebo. Tato Bahulu Immaculate Mangwale. Leabona Liombangi. Nande Cleo Mbekela. Shumani Nguba. Ponakatso gift mhlongo. Lifa Duane Munakedi. Grace Moya. Minenhle Moyo. Nwabisa Kaya Moyo with distinction. Dalicebo Awandem Sekleku. Fadini. Fadin Munien. Siviwe Mnguma. Lina Timyobe with distinction. Grace Naumendlovu. Siyanda Siyabonga Ntwana. Kahlego Nkosi with distinction. Matthews Mujalifa Komane Ntinya. Always Tupoko. Yolanda Pondo. Nizole Tete. Bukamuso Princess Sebata with distinction. Brett Brandon Smith. Carmen Fiso with distinction. Elaine Jordana Wabire. Ms. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Music on the following candidates: Dolly Gwe, Jonathan Edward Hughes with distinction, Leovan Maria Scott,
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to award the Advanced Diploma in Business Analysis to the following candidates. Eunice Chabalala with distinction. Rory Luke Crawford with distinction. Kerimang Ima Galehole. Mbuyiseli Superb Kanyile. Tinashe Gift Causa. Renette Kleinhans with distinction. Takuzwanashe Zain Kuveya. Mamoto William Laka with distinction. Jack Linda Kushle. Sebotse Alexis Mahueru. Anavuyo Marco. Travison Mashaba with distinction. Prideworth Zinchle Masinga. Sabata Matewane. Lusanda Mfetane. Bushle Ngodeli. Dick Eric Jr. Nsako Makabela. Cabello Romeo Isaac Moledi with distinction. Kitso Modisa. Tapelo Neo Monke. Somila Moi. Bongani Aubrey Msongo. Rabelane Austin Mudau. Rajiv Nagar with distinction. Eden Kaj Nawej. Nomonde Patience Ndongeni with distinction. Lishna Honolo Wendy Nkumanda. Ayanda Eustacia Norta. Reno Skuman with distinction. Koketso Jessica Siomane. Mushluri Tembi Shikwambana. Mtandeni Stephen Kulu. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to award the postgraduate diploma in accountancy to the following candidates. Msanyana Masole Bueta. Nolundi Tandeka Hope Gaju. Tokozani Madia. Tandile Mbangata. Amochaleng Tachalang Mosehane. Lutando Ngaso. Kushle Sinalo Segeno. Sipokazi Tapa. Shlomisa Zililwana. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to award the postgraduate diploma in business analysis to the following candidates. Ronaldo Sherwin Berger. Tristan Cumley with distinction. Ubushle Debis with distinction. Magdalene Dicheho Kola with distinction. Raisibe Precious Mamosebo. Levelesani Mavis Nichu Swinze. Musa Tabo Ntuli. Siwongiwe Otola. Busiswa Rasonti. Dion John Ruet with distinction. Vuisa Sigoniela. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to award the postgrad diploma in enterprise management on the following candidates. Mawande Adam. Charmaine Magdalene Avery. Sinatemba Maleki. Sichabulele Nqobile. Tando Petnos. Vivian Zoliswa Sonchi. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to award the postgraduate diploma in taxation on the following candidates. Qaqamba Mpondo. Sinelizwe Jacqueline Nongauza.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to award the postgraduate diploma in economic journalism on the following candidate. Sibonelo Treasure Zinya. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to award the postgraduate diploma in heritage management on the following candidates. Akona Jack. Nompumelelo Paula Makinana. Nompumezo Paula Makinana. Nomcebo Ndlovu. Fatiswa Faith Nana. Ngabisa Tandazile Nongogo. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to award the postgraduate diploma in journalism to the following candidates. Anganga Bushwana. Buhle Andisiwe Made. Benny Mujela. Fadia Msaka. Professor Naidu with distinction. Odidi Sigudla with distinction. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to award the postgraduate diploma in media management on the following candidates. Taluhle Martin Tlelana. Apiwe Theo Mame. Sibonga konke Mbata. Ngabakazi Chwaita Mjali. Sibongile Mkani Mpolweni. Madimisha Jerry Muhutlane. Lwazi Afrika Mpofu. Oyanga Ngalika with distinction. Georgini Strauss.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to confer the degree of Master of Business Administration on the following candidates. Sive Mpapa in Business Administration. Vusi Gedla Ntombeni in Business Administration. Konda Kele Buk Sompondo. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to confer the degree of Master of Commerce on the following candidates. Justin John Benderman in Financial Markets with distinction. Nsebe January in Management. Fadzai Valerie Matapuri in Economics. Marina Precious Sibongile Ngobeni in Management with distinction. Mercyline Chepkamoy Rotish in Financial Markets. Bronwyn Loreen Slater in Management. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to confer the degree of Master of Economics on the following candidate. Rachel Molenga Bwalwa in Economics with distinction.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer the degree of Master of Music to the following candidates. Bonelela Lindelani Mavuso.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on the following candidates. Vuyani Makanda in Economics. Most of South Africa's energy generation is in the form of polluting coal-fired power plants, and the transition to cleaner energy sources such as renewables or nuclear is becoming increasingly urgent. This study investigated the theory of how economies transition to new energy sources and why nuclear power in South Africa historically never expanded, despite its potential to reduce carbon emissions and alleviate South Africa's electricity shortages. Findings showed that nuclear power is more expensive than the other options, even when pollution reductions are considered, and that a lack of coordinated energy policy derailed the possible transition. South Africa should also focus on more affordable technologies in which it has better competencies. Congratulations. Shafiq Shah in management. In South Africa, Indian family-owned businesses contribute more to employment than any other family business. This study investigated the factors that influence the effectiveness of knowledge sharing in Indian family-owned businesses to ensure continued business success through succeeding generations. The study determined that organizational culture, a willingness to share without fear, learning organization, whereby empowered individuals are allowed to create a learning environment, and leadership, management and supervisor support were significant determinants of knowledge sharing in South African Indian-owned businesses. Congratulations. Alyssa Shante Williams in management. In recent times, e-commerce has grown immensely, especially in emerging markets like South Africa. This study investigated an electronic consumer experience model that targets increased consumer satisfaction and improved consumer retention for e-commerce retail organizations in South Africa. The study determined that consumer satisfaction and retention is shaped by electronic word-of-mouth factors of argument quality, credibility, and valence, user experience factors of usefulness, desirability, and credibility, service quality factors of seamless transactions, efficient support, and secure experience, and personalized electronic service factors of complaint redressal, customer support, delivery, and post-service timeliness. Congratulations.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting to you Dr. Bodina Makonaki for the Vice-Chancellor's Distinguished Award for the Teaching and Learning in the category of 10 or fewer years' experience. The Vice-Chancellor's Distinguished Teaching Award is made annually to an individual with fewer than 10 years of experience teaching at Rhodes University. Such individuals have demonstrated to a panel of peers that their work as academic teachers is truly distinguished and inspirational. Today, I'm honored to present Dr. Bodina Makonaki for the 2023 award. Dr. Makonaki is a senior lecturer and head of Department of Music and Musicology in the Faculty of Humanities. She regards herself as an African musical arts activist. During her time as an undergraduate student, she majored in traditional African musical instruments, uhadi and mbira, and classical flute. The focus of her PhD was African musical arts curriculum development. Dr. Makonaki's influence as a critically reflective teacher who embodies transformative, contextually relevant pedagogies is wide-ranging. She began her career as a music teacher at Victoria Girls High School, one of our local schools in Makande. In 2015, she transitioned to a lecturing position here at Rhodes University. As a music activist, she partnered with the International Library of African Music to capacitate and learn from musicians in marginalized rural communities. While some of her students followed in her footsteps by instilling a love of music in communities nationwide, others became music enthusiasts and internationally acclaimed musicians. Dr. Makonaki describes her teaching as, I quote, critical in nature with the intention of highlighting the importance of indigenous knowledge as a pathway for identity formation and knowledge production and dissemination, close quote. She has gained recognition as part of an exceptional cadre of researchers, academics, activists, and teachers whose scholarly and creative work has advanced theory and praxis in her discipline across and beyond the institution. Her publications include several academic articles, podcasts, and 2 textbooks, Listen and Learn, Music Made Easy, and My Music, My Classroom, Umgolu Wam Eklasiam, used as creative resources at schools and universities nationwide. She's a sought-after practitioner, panelist, and presenter at institutional and national fora on fostering multilingualism and decoloniality in teaching and learning, assessment, and curriculum development practices in higher education. Dr. Makonaki's transformational partnerships with international and local musicians have brought invaluable knowledge and experience to lecture halls and performance rooms. Moreover, in alignment with Rhodes University's democratic ideals, moral values, and social responsibility, she contributes to developing the knowledge and skills of local musicians through a number of community engagement projects. As stated in Dr. Makonaki's teaching portfolio and demonstrated in her classroom practices, her transgressive pedagogies and passion for introducing students to music through the lens of culture are informed by her commitment to scholarly teaching and holistic student learning and development. She thus mediates learning and raises her students' social consciousness through critical yet inclusive approaches. She provides her students with embodied and experiential learning opportunities and engages with indigenous ways of knowing. Her teaching practice promotes active, self-directed learning, and the increased enrollment in the Instrumental Music Studies course at Rhodes University, which Dr. McConaughey has revolutionized, is a testament to her contextually relevant, humanizing, and empowering pedagogical orientation and approaches in higher education. The positive and appreciative manner in which Dr. McConaughey's students describe her teaching attest to her transformative influence on their learning and her ability to create a conducive learning environment where her students can reach their full potential despite their disadvantaged backgrounds. One student noted, I quote, "This has been a 100% positive experience, my most interesting, entertaining, and dynamic class, encouraging me to learn and analyze the music and history that we are exposed to," close quote. While another commented, "I loved listening to new types of music and learning to understand Rhodes University's origins. I have learned a set of skills that I can continue to use outside of class," close quote. Mr. Chancellor, I could continue to draw on the words of Dr. McConaughey's peers and students to attest to her outstanding work as a teacher and mentor, but time will not permit. Therefore, I humbly request you to award the 2023 Distinguished Teaching Award to Dr. Bodina McConaughey.
Is that? Yeah, it's on. It's on. I also confer degrees and award diplomas to those candidates named in the program who are in absentia. Please rise for the national anthem. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I dissolve this congregation of Rhodes University.